Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, um, and honored guest. Imagine for a moment you're standing on a pier. The sun is shining, there's a clear blue sky, and there's a cool breeze pushing against you. In the distance, you see a boat with one of those sails, and it's surfing the seas. I want you to picture what it's like to feel to be on that boat. What do you see? Perhaps the open water and waves as you see the shore pass along the deck. What do you feel? The sun radiating and a cool ocean mist touch your warm skin as the air fills the sails. But more importantly, what do you hear? The ocean, the wind, the boat, silence, calm, peacefulness. At least I have experienced these things over the last 2 years since beginning my sailing journey. Tonight, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I wish to share with you how I got into sailing and provide a little insight into what it's taught me so far. Now, as already mentioned, some are already aware of this hobby of mine, and others still on this call, this Zoom meeting, have even been aboard one of my various sailing adventures. Yet, in fact, the fact has not been lost on me that it does seem a peculiar hobby to have for a Latino such as myself. However, like most hobbies, this story begins with a friend. In this case, an old college friend from, you guessed it, North Carolina. Steve, my friend Steve, back in 18, a US Coast Guard veteran, asked me if I was interested in joining him to sail out of Marina del Rey. Never want to say no to an adventure, I said, of course. And it was like unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. After a couple of invitations to join him to sail, I, of course, wanted to learn the art of sailing for myself. I set out to look for a program that would be great to learn, but also in as nice a place that I could find. I found the perfect sailing program just up the coast in Santa Barbara. To me, it was the perfect excuse to get out of downtown and learn the art of sailing. So now that I've learned and passed my level 1 and level 2 certifications, what exactly have I learned? Well, quite simply, a lot. However, my education or my training has really taught me two things. The first is the very technical aspect of sailing, and the second is the social aspects to sailing. And I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into the technical, but without going too deep. Now, some might imagine that a sailboat can practically sail itself. You know, you set it and forget it. Sadly, this is not the way that sailing works. In sailing, there's an elaborate dance between wind, water, sails, and rudder. And seamanship, which is the body of knowledge that is designed to better understand those dynamics, is what you learn throughout your training. Specifically, seamanship is the compilation of skills and techniques that encompass navigation, boat handling, maintenance, communication, and even the laws of the seas. Similar to how cars have rules on the road, there are rules and laws out at sea. However, what I've learned technically is that the learning never really ends. The bigger the boat that you sail on, the more you need to know. And that is definitely one of the things that I have learned over the last couple of years is the learning never truly ends. However, aside from that pure knowledge, is another set of knowledge that you begin to develop as a sailor. This is done through honing your senses: sight, sound, feel. Some out there actually will learn how to sail blindfolded. And there's a course up in San Francisco that I'm even thinking about taking myself. So you really do become one with your boat or your sailboat through time. Now, an equal part of that education, though, has been its social aspects, specifically learning that competence does not equal confidence. I'll share later tonight, hopefully, one of the adventures I had on my maiden voyage on a bigger boat with novices, and I hope you'll get a kick out of it. But that said, I do feel that the more that I am out on the water, the more that I am building my potential to be a better sailor. And so, although I could read countless books and view numerous amounts of video, it really never will give me the confidence I need to be out on the water and be a better sailor, or a better sailor. Also, the other thing that I realized is, although I can get out on the water and go very, very fast, what I've learned is that it is better to go far. And in order to do that, I need to go with others. Not only that, I've learned over the last couple of months is, as I am sailing with others who've never sailed, I'm actually becoming a better sailor as I'm able to instruct people on the safety at sea, most importantly, but how to sail and impart on them the art of sailing. In closing, I wish to highlight a few insights I've shared with you tonight. The first, be open to new experiences. You never really know where they might lead. Second, remember, learning never ends. Third, that competence never equals confidence. And lastly, go far by going with others. Thank you very much for your time. And until then, I wish you all fair winds and fair seas. Thanks.